Hello, my friends. Bum 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 ba da da dum bum bum ba dum ba ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba da da dum bum bum ba dum ba ba dum dun 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 ba dun 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 bum ba da dum ba dun 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 ba dun 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 dun. Hello, everyone. Good evening, my dear friends. It is Monday night, and we do one thing and one thing only on Monday nights. We do homeopathy. I teach you what I know. I try to give you as many tips as I can, and I try to connect you to good information, because good medical information is hard to come by unless you are here on Monday nights at 8 o'clock every single Monday. My name is Joette Calabrese, and this is what I do. And for those of you who already know me, welcome, my friends. It's great to see you. So let us talk about estrogen. Bioidentical hormones, shall we? You should be able to hear me all right. I'm going to put this a little bit closer so to make sure that you can. Can you please increase your volume? I will just stay closer like this, and that should help. Tell me if the volume is a little bit better. Hi, Linda from Toronto, and Lisa from Indianapolis. And do you want me to, let's see if we can increase this volume right here. Maybe that will make a difference. Does that make a difference in the volume? Yeah, it probably does. Hello from Denver. How does the sound? That is better, says Laureen. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. It really does help, because sometimes my settings are not the way they should be. So tonight, we are going to talk a little bit about bioidentical hormones. Actually, I'm not going to talk an awful lot about them. Excuse me. Instead, I'm going to tell you how homeopathy would look at someone who has gotten a diagnosis of something that would encourage the doctor, the naturopath, the functional MD, whoever it is that's given this diagnosis, that they need bioidentical hormones. And it's usually something like you have estrogen dominance, or you're of that age. Or there are many, many reasons. And I have to tell you, my friends, that bioidentical does not mean identical, because if the hormone was identical, it would mean that they would be getting it from another woman, even from you. But they don't get it from another woman. They don't even get it from a mare. It used to be that mare's urine used to be used in hormonal treatment of women, but that's no longer. Now it is synthetic, and it can be called bioidentical till the cows come home or till the mares come home. It's not identical. It is identical perhaps in the way that they determine is, let's see, how do I put this? It may be chemically identical, but it is not actually the same. It is a mimic. It is a synthetic. It is a paltry replication of what a woman's body would produce. And I think that it has potential danger in it. Now, I will tell you that I've written about this on my blog, and I urge you to go there and take a look at it. It's titled, let's see if we can get this up for a moment, and I will get the title of it for you. Death, Taxes, and Menopause. Take a look at it. Death, Taxes, and Menopause. And that article will give you some information, and also just Joette Calabrese, menopause. Joette Calabrese, bioidentical hormones. And you'll find some other articles that I've written. I've also, of course, authored an entire course called Feminopathy. And you can go to Joette's Learning Center and scroll down until you can find Feminopathy, where I talk a lot about this. But because we have a short amount of time tonight, as we do every Monday night, I'm only going to give you a very basic information on this. So here we go. Oh, thank you for putting that up. There it is. Joette Calabrese, my staff just put it up. Thank you very much. It is a lot of times what we're told, or when I'm not told this, and the reason I'm not told this, my friends, is because I don't go in. I take care of myself. I go to an occasional adjustment to a chiropractor, and I take care of myself. Now, let me also say, I'm going to say this and make this really clear. I'm sure you're thinking, well, Joette, you've had a lot of education in homeopathy. You've been doing this for a long time. I have, but there was a time when I hadn't. There was a time when I was brand new to homeopathy, and I still decided I needed to do something about this myself because I mistrusted. And so if any of you are mistrusting the industry that manufactures these kinds of products, if that just you have an inkling, this much distrust, you might want to consider distrusting a little bit further. Because they've slapped us in the face enough times now, and we need to do our own homework. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the pitfalls of using these drugs that they call bioidentical. I'm not going to go into that. You can find that out on your own. Dr. Joseph Mercola has written about it. Many people have written about it. So you can go online. If you don't find it on YouTube, if you don't want to watch it on video, you can go to Rumble and some other sources and start digging about and finding out what's really going on. So, generally speaking, it's because we're told we have estrogen dominance or something like that. So when somebody goes to the doctor, naturopath, functional MD, whatever they may be going to, it's because they're not feeling well. And so they don't go in with estrogen dominance. They go in with not feeling well. What is it they don't feel well with? What is it they're experiencing? Oh, hot flashes. Okay, got it. So hot flashes is then the condition. So why don't we just use a homeopathic medicine for hot flashes? Or they might be going in because they have chronic fatigue. But does that mean that it has to be diagnosed as estrogen dominance? No, the person has hot flashes and fatigue. Or there can be achiness in the joints as well. She's not going into the doctor because she has estrogen dominance. She's going into the doctor because she doesn't feel well. Yeah, she's not well. She's gaining weight. She might even have heavy, irregular menses. Or she may have no menses, etc. There may be mood changes. There may be mood swings. There are a lot of things that could be associated with this so-called estrogen dominance, in which they would automatically give bioidentical hormones. They would throw them at the woman. And then let me also say parenthetically that it doesn't correct it. You have to take it forever. It doesn't fix it so that then you can go on with your life and say, okay, well, that problem's resolved. No, you'll be taking those drugs at least 20 years, often until the end of life. That's not a fix. That's dependence on a synthetic drug. So, yeah, osteoporosis, says Lorraine. Yeah, osteoporosis. Now, excuse me, I also have to say that I'm not swayed much by osteoporosis unless there's something seriously wrong. I think the scans that they use show something that is natural in most women. It's not every case. It's not every case. But if the woman steps off a curb and she breaks her ankle and her teeth are chipping, And she's also broken, let's say she broke her hip and she's only, 70. And this has happened. Then there could be something wrong with her bones. I agree. Indeed. She might want to stop that vegan diet. She might want to stop the seed oils and go for real oils, such as butter or lard or tallow. So there are many ways to look at this. Do we just simply use a synthetic drug to cover up what could have been a problem as a result of not having eaten properly? To have bought into the idea that fat is bad, animal fats are bad, lard, tallow, duck fat, chicken skin, the fat around beef, that's all bad, and so we've stayed away from it all these years and we've eaten vegan. And no dairy, no raw milk, no yogurt, no kefir. I mean, we're talking about the real stuff. No eggs. Yeah. So are we going to cover it up with a bioidentical hormone? Yeah, I have low progesterone and I'm pregnant, taking supplemental progesterone. Any suggestions? Yes, I do, but I cannot give them to you here. That is something that you really need to look into seriously. There are medicines. The reason they're likely giving this to to women who are pregnant, I should not say people, to women who are pregnant, is because they're fearful of miscarriage. And so it could be that the woman has a history of a miscarriage. So we have protocols specifically to protect against miscarriage. Feminopathy, Joette Calabrese's Feminopathy. Joette Calabrese's Learning Center. Scroll down to Feminopathy. Yeah, I do have suggestions. And it has helped many women, including myself. I had very lovely pregnancies. And they were all late in life. My last one was at 43 years old. And so, yes, says Joni, glad I got off of bioidentical hormones years ago, thanks to homeopathy. Yes, I'll bet you. Yes, good job, Jody. Good job. Yes, let's see what else we've got here. Any other questions here? Traditional food is best, says Deb. Absolutely. What we mean by traditional food is the food that farmers ate. A farmer would not raise a farm, raise crops and have no chickens or ducks or goats or cows. How they need the manure. They need the whole universe of the whole picture. It has to be put together. And one part of the farm helps the other part of the farm, and the manure from that animal goes here. And then you don't just have pigs without eating them or cows without milking them, etc., etc. So think like an old-time American farmer when you eat, or Maxime's in Paris. So Maxime's, a great restaurant in Paris, or Four Seasons in New York City. They're not using margarine, my friends. They're using real butter. They're using real eggs. They're using real beef, etc. That's the way we want to eat. Just the way it was intended for us to eat. So now what happens if you've done all the wrong stuff? You can still make up for it. So you still can go to the right diet, and you can also treat homeopathically and make the correction, and you're not stuck on that medicine, that homeopathic medicine, for the rest of your life, because the idea is to gently stimulate with a homeopathic medicine, a gentle little stimulus, it's not a stimulant, a little stimulus that just touches the body's ability to make the correction. Sometimes it takes a few weeks. Sometimes it's only a couple of hours if someone is plagued with headaches, for example, hormonal headaches that may be associated with estrogen dominance. Sometimes it could take a week, 2 weeks, etc. to keep going with it. Many of these conditions that are related to estrogen dominance or the progesterone is too low, etc., are simply symptoms. Find out what is the symptom. What is the real condition, the condition that you're going into the doctor for? I'm tired. I have miscarriages readily. I have breakthrough bleeding. That is the name of the condition. To call it estrogen dominance is going too far. I hope that makes sense for you all. Let's see. Traditional food is best. My last pregnancy was also at 43. Yeah, Chatty, we have something in common. What to do about osteoporosis? Go to my Joette Calabrese osteoporosis, Joette Calabrese bones, just look it up on my blog, my friends. I've been authoring that blog for, I keep saying about 14 years. I think it's actually longer than that. Every Sunday night, there it is, and I give you the name of the condition, the homeopathic medicine that is associated with it, the potency of the remedy, and the frequency. And then so often there's even a story as to tell how far to go with it, how long one should use it for. But I have to tell you, or at risk for osteoporosis. What does at risk mean? We're all at risk of death. We're all at risk of being hit by a bus. We're all at risk of something. Don't worry about being at risk. Just eat properly. Live the correct life. Get out in the sun. Do not wear sunscreen. You need those vitamins to absorb into the skin so that your bones know what to do. Yes, I have no trust. Does this include men that they're putting on bioidentical testosterone? Yes, I've written about Joette Calabrese low testosterone. There it is, my blog. It's all there. It's all there, my friends. If you don't find it by low testosterone Joette Calabrese, look for a synonym. Maybe I wrote about men's health Joette Calabrese. And you will find, my friends, that I've written about a lot of these subjects. My daughter just gave birth to a wonderfully healthy baby boy 3 weeks ago. She used the protocol the entire pregnancy and felt great. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Serious condition in newborn. Pituitary stalk interruption syndrome causes a permanent growth hormone deficiency. Can homeopathy help the baby? I believe that homeopathy has the ability to help to deal with just about any human suffering. I'm not going to tell you that it absolutely will. I've been flabbergasted by the kinds of things that homeopathy is capable of correcting, and I mean correcting or even just minimizing. And there have been a few times when I've been disappointed. I see both. I see miracles every day, but not every case is a miracle. That's a statement that my colleague and friend has said a couple of times, Dana Ullman. I like that statement that he uses. Vegan with homeopathy feeling strong still. Well, I hope that helps you, Jim. I hope that homeopathy can do that. Cell salt protocol for pregnancy. You bet that there is cell salt protocol for homeopathy that I've taught, and I've also taught other protocols during pregnancy that protect against miscarriages, etc. Oh, let's see what else we've got here. I'm going to finish up in about 2 minutes, my friends, and then I'm going to go to Joette's Mighty members. I'll give it another minute, and I'm going to answer some questions that they've had for a while. We were supposed to do that last week, and we had a little technical difficulty. Traditional food, yes. Oh, hi, Mike from APH. Just graduated from our academy. So nice to see you. I mean, just to see your name at least. Lovely. Miss you, Mike. I hope you're going to be in Mastery with us. I think you are joining Mastery next year. It's wonderful. The second year of the academy, as far as I'm concerned, is chef's kiss, because the classes are smaller and we really get to know each other. We spend a lot more time live. It's really great. We're all at risk of that Zamboni. You got it. You got to be careful of that Zamboni, my friends. It's a treacherous condition that we have to worry about. What would you recommend to people who are working to uproot animal allergies but still cannot tolerate animal products yet? How can the diet be adjusted? You go to Joette Calabrese Learning Center, scroll down to allergic is one course, and the other one is food intolerances, which is called good gut, bad gut, both of those. That's what I recommend, because this is not I've written about these things on my blog. I've written about them in Weston Price's journal. But to really know how to handle the entire case is best to get to the course. And when you get the course, whatever course you decide to take, whether it's good gut, bad gut, or allergic, or both, which is not a bad idea, don't take the course once. You own it. Take it not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. It often takes 4 times to really understand how you're supposed to take the case. I don't want you to just scroll ahead and use a specific protocol for one condition. I want you to know what you're looking for, how to determine how far you've gotten, what to do next. That's very important. Where do you go when you don't know what to go? Where to go? What do you do next? And so with that, my friends, we are going to finish up for tonight, and I'm going to Joette's Mighty members, and I'm there to answer questions, a couple of specific questions that were brought up a couple weeks ago. Looking forward to see you next week, my friends. Love you all. Mwah. Take care. God bless you and your family.